Jack? Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me the Joker. And as you can see, I'm a lot happier. Okay, I'm going to try and contain my excitement for this review. It's one of those movies that just gets me so excited because I'm a very huge fan of you-know-who. Yes. Okay, so my first experiences with Batman. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, okay, so my first experience with Batman is, well, actually, my very first experience was with, obviously, I wasn't a huge fan for a while, and, but I knew that obviously it's a huge thing. You know, Batman is a Batman! Okay, I'm sorry. So I actually saw Christopher Nolan's films before seeing Tim's films, and so that included The Dark Knight, and as a newcomer, yeah, but now that I am a fan, I do enjoy them. Like, I really do enjoy his movies, you know, they're really good. I think the only thing that the first time I saw it, not being an expert on Batman, yeah, my first time seeing it as a newcomer, you know, I think the only thing that came out of it was obviously Heath Ledger's performance. That goes without saying. But as far as me knowing the character and kind of understanding, like, why he's so awesome, yeah, Christopher Nolan doesn't do it for me. I do enjoy his films now, but I think one of the main problems is that he, I actually, this is actually a typical thing from pretty much all his movies, and you know, I don't blame him, you know, he is trying, is what he's trying to do is explain everything, and, you know, I don't mind logical films, but at the end of the day, I was just looking at, this is a guy who dresses up as a bat versus a guy who's a clown. Yeah, trying to over-explain that? Yeah, so, so obviously I just kind of forgot about it and everything, and finally, once I became a Tim Burton fan, I was very, very surprised that he directed pretty much the first Batman movie. Batman! Okay. I really gotta calm down. So, managed to see it, and holy fuck do I love this movie! I really love it, and, you know, as a newcomer, I finally understood why he's so fucking awesome! Okay? He's Batman! Okay, he is awesome! Okay. Calm. Okay, I'm calm. So, yeah, so basically, he made me become the fan that I am now, the obsessive fan that I am now. So I'm gonna try and keep calm, about talking about Batman, and talking about the Joker, yes, okay, right, I will explain it in the review, and, well, enjoy the trivia, and I am gonna go and calm down. Right. And so now for trivia on Batman. Calm down. Okay, here's Tash.
Okay, so first of all, 50,000 letters of fans protested against Michael Keaton being cast as Batman.
Well, he surprised us all, didn't he?
He was very good. I think he's actually one of the best. He was like, not like made for him, but he was the best Batman, I think, so far.
Yeah, definitely.
28 bat suits were used and cost $250,000.
And apparently Michael Keaton was very deaf when in that costume, so Tim just has to go, action! You okay, Michael? What?
The notes Vicky Vale received from the Joker were handwritten by Tim himself.
And he says it's still not neat enough. Well, I can read it better than my own handwriting, Tim, so you're fine.
I agree. No one can read my handwriting. Tim's favourite comic was The Killing Joke.
Yes, and we will mention that in merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm cool, I'm fine. So, anyway. So, why is it that, as a newcomer, this is what made me really enjoy Batman and made me become the fan that I am now? Well, everything's just awesome about it. I think, like, okay, let's start with the design and then work our way up. Okay, so let's start with Gotham. Oh, Gotham, brilliant production design, and the fact that they really built this place, you know, obviously as much as they can, it's just great. It just had that dark comic book feel, like it was making me feel the environment as well. And so for a comic book movie to do that, that's really important. You need the environments, you need to understand, you know, I'm probably going to say this a lot, but Tim Burton does his environments really well. Whether it's low budget or big budget, the environment always soaks it in, always gets the atmosphere right. And in this case, yeah, it does it. Like, how did they describe it? They described it as New York, in the design, given to the wrong hands, and yeah, pretty much. But it looks like a place that you need Batman. You need Batman for. So you know, that's just, you know, makes sense that you would make it looks really, really hellish. For someone, and you know, they made it dark, you know, for the whole, you know, him hiding in the shadows, and which is great. Okay, then we have the score. At Albert Hall, everyone went nuts for it. My friend who went with me, called Lucy, she's a huge fan as well, and so I think that was pretty much like I think we're about on the same level. I think she enjoys the Nolan films a little bit more, but she loves these versions as well. Great. As she loves the Batman theme. How can you not? It's awesome! Okay, so Teddy Elfman, thank you very much for this theme to exist. And it's like, yeah, first two notes, immediately recognized it, and I kind of nudged her going, you're gonna really like this one coming up. And then Batman's name came out and everyone was like, yes! You know? Like, how can you not? I mean, so it was really great. And even not just the theme, but you know, everything else, like the Joker's theme, and you know, the what was it, the music when he's dancing with Vicky. I love that scene. That's hilarious. And then the journey to the Batcave was just epic, you know. And it's just like, you know, the music really takes over at that point. Okay, right. I'm calm. Okay, now let's move on to the characters. So, okay, let's start off with Vicky Vale. Now, I have heard a lot of people, they either like her or they don't. Okay, fair enough if you don't, because I can understand it, because, you know, she does scream a lot. I'll give them that. But honestly, I find it hilarious, and you scream in those situations, so I don't mind. And I always thought that she sort of, kind of toned down a bit of the action, because like I said, you know, our two main characters are pretty much freaks in this, so, you know, she was able to kind of give it a little bit more emotion, which is great. And, you know, for those people who think she's annoying, have you seen the Arkham City version? Yeah, she never shuts the hell up. I remember, like, yeah, I love Arkham City. It is a great game. Any Batman fan who really, you know, yeah, anyway, yeah, play that game. The only problem I have with that. I think I have like minor nitpicks, but one of them is Vicky Vale. She's just so annoying, you know. And it's just like, oh man, what did they do to her? You know, I was like that. So because I really enjoy Vicky in this movie, but maybe that's just me. And then we have, I'm gonna start with probably Batman. Okay, so obviously we've probably all heard the stories of fans absolutely being outraged by the fact that they cast Michael Keaton, and even though, like, I remember looking on the DVD and I watched, it was actually the movie that I watched after Beetlejuice, and I saw that, you know, Jack Nicholson was the Joker, and I was like, great, that's perfect. And then I saw Michael Keaton as Batman, and I was like, wait, the same guy who did Beetlejuice? Really? You know, I was kind of questioning it myself, and I was like, alright, you know, maybe he'll surprise me. He so did, and he surprised a lot. He did wonderful, and I think the fact that the fans were outraged, I think that helped. Hear me out. The fact is, you're not supposed to guess that he is Batman. That's the point. You're not meant to sort of figure it out. He's a mystery, and so picking an actor who's not an obvious choice for Batman, that really works, and I think Michael Keaton does a wonderful job. And yeah, I was very surprised after, you know, seeing Beetlejuice. You know, he made me laugh on the floor, and then suddenly, like, he's Batman. He's Batman. So, you know, personally, I think he's probably the strongest Batman ever. You know, I mean, like, you know, I give Christian Bale credit, but his voice. Oh God, his voice I really can't take seriously. So that comes really distracting to me. But yeah, like this one, he makes his deep voice kind of sound natural, and he does have that kind of threatening image, but at the same time that kind of fucked up quality that I like. Okay, then we have the Joker. Oh, Joker. Okay, I've become obsessed with the Joker, you know. I've been dressing up like him, like, all over the place. Like, you saw at the beginning of this video. I love him. Now, I'm not going to compare Heath Ledger to Jack Nicholson. They both played very different performances, and they're both great. However, Nicholson gets the point for me just because the way they wrote him. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that Heath Ledger's performance was written bad. His performance was great, but the way he was written didn't, again, I didn't really get it when I was a newcomer. So Jack Nicholson, the way he was written kind of made me sort of, like, realize, oh wow, this is the kind of character the Joker is, and this is why he's so fucking famous. So, you know, and, like, that's what I got, and he's just so weird, and it's, you know, the plans he has are insane, but at the same time he's a clown, it's creepy, and it's funny, and it's like, you know, I really, really love it, and he just, yeah, like, you know, I don't know, he just cracks me up all the time. It's like, no matter how many times I've seen this movie, I'm just laughing so much through his performance, and just the way they wrote him and the way he's designed. It's just funny, but, you know, and it's like, oh my God, you know, and he really played the opposite of, you know, Batman, so they're two complete opposites, and that's what they're supposed to be. And, like, I know a lot of people say, like, oh, but the Joker kind of stole Batman the spotlight. Well, Heath Ledger kind of did in Nolan, you know. I think the Joker upstages him just because of the kind of character he is. He's colorful, he's a Joker, you know, he's a clown, you know. How does that not upstage someone who dresses in black as a bat? So, I never have a problem with it. Some people do talk, like, want to know my opinions on the Prince songs. I like them. I mean, maybe it's because, like, I like Prince. Like, I don't love him, I don't hate him, but I don't mind him. Like, he's fine. Like, I do like some of his songs, and these songs were very entertaining. I have the soundtrack. So, as long as the songs play a purpose in the movie and actually bring something to it, then I'm okay with it. Prince does. It's only 2 songs in the actual movie, and I think it moves it along, and it's basically being the voice of the Joker. I think it works really, really well, and they're fun to listen to, and again, I just get really excited watching it. So, let's talk about one thing that I was very amazed by: the Batmobile. Man, I want to drive that thing. That looks awesome. Yeah, that's it's an awesome car. If you don't believe me, find a fucking picture of it. It is awesome, okay? It's just nice. It's people like me who not really into cars, and I want to get a car like that. It's just so good. Everything about it is just awesome. Just awesome. And I know a lot of people, and I would also like to give this to say kudos to Tim for, this was your 3rd movie, and people had so much expectation. It was so expensive when it was made. It was like, the budget just kept growing and growing and growing, and you were like not even in your 30s yet. And yet you pulled it off wonderfully, and it's now considered a classic. Great. Credit to you, guy. I wouldn't have survived in that situation, so you did a dang good job. Okay, that's my review. Okay, surprisingly, I don't have much Batman merchandise. The only one I do seem to own, I do read some of the comics, but the only one I do own because it was a present, The Killing Joke. This is a really good comic. Probably the best one that I've read so far, and even Tim himself said it was his favorite, even though he's not really a huge comic book fan, but it's really good. The images are wonderful, the story's great. Again, it's about the Joker's backstory, and it's really, really good. Yeah. And so, I hope that you enjoyed my review, and well, if you think I got overexcited about this, well, just wait until Batman Returns. But we do have another movie in between. A very personal film, not only to Tim, not only to the star, not only to Danny Elfman, not only to the screenwriter, but also a very personal film to me. That's right. It is going to be my favorite movie of all time. So join me in the next review. Bye, everyone!